Welcome back to the Vacation Rental Confidential video series where we are covering the different topics that what a reader can expect to learn when going through this book. So I'm Michael Hamilton, author of Vacation Rental Confidential, also founder of Live Swell Beach Bungalows. And the topic that I was going to introduce today that we're going to cover in here is a higher level one. It's a higher level one, and Warren Buffett talks a lot about this, and it's called shorting the US dollar. So essentially, in order to buy real estate, we need financing, and that financing can come from cash, or it can come from debt. You know, debt from a bank, debt from a private lender, maybe the owner is financing it. Either way, the property has to be purchased, and depending on how we purchase it, there's some different outcomes. So what Warren Buffett actually advocates, especially while interest rates are where they are in the 3 to 6% range, is he says buying real estate at this point with debt is an accelerator of wealth. Why is this the case? US currency is going down. It's a depreciating asset. A dollar today is worth more than a dollar tomorrow. I mean, just think back in the past. Ask your grandmother what she paid for her house, and if you could buy that house today for the same price, you'd probably jump all over it. So the point being here, if we can trade a depreciating asset, US currency that's going down, for an appreciating asset, real estate, assuming we hold it long term, we're going to ride out different market cycles. What we're essentially doing is shorting the US dollar. Specifically, if we take out terms in 20 to 30 years, the payment that we make on day one or month one, number one, let's say the financing doesn't change and it's $2,000, that same $2,000 payment today is the same payment you're making 20 years from now. The purchasing power of that $2,000 20, 30 years from now is much less than it is today. So we do believe in debt. We believe debt is an accelerator of wealth, and we understand that different people have different views and worldviews on debt. We're not going to tell anybody to get into debt if they're risk adverse to debt, but what we will say is that it can be a handicap. If you're not open to using debt wisely, it's going to be very, very difficult to play the real estate investing game, especially the vacation rental game. So in the next video, we're going to go over how to avoid the costly mistakes that most newbies make.